Greetings and welcome to this week's CCRP update. CCRP Jamaica is a non-profit, non-denominational and non-political membership organization for individuals aged 40 and over. Our mission, to ensure the talent, experience and wisdom of seniors are respected, to ensure seniors enjoy the quality of life they deserve, to empower seniors to continue contributing to their communities, country and region. This program is proudly brought to you by Juici Patties, always serving the land we love. From serving seriously good Jamaican food to empowering our communities, Juici is proud to nourish Jamaica in every way. In this week's update, Public Relations Officer Juici Patties, Ms Sheri-Gaye Johnson, is back with us and she'll enlighten us about Juici's Youth Leadership Workshop and Volunteer Program. And she'll be joined by our program alumna, Ms Janelia Hemmings, to share glimpses of that lived experience. So it's a great little twofer. Stay with us. But first, a little family business. Help us to continue advocating for your rights and assisting seniors in need. When you're a CCRP member, you are actively supporting the rights of seniors and the elderly and assisting in our outreach programs. Members can make great savings with discounts of up to 30% from our over 100 discount partners. If you are 40 years old or over, you are eligible to join CCRP. For a fee of only 3,000 Jamaican dollars per year, CCRP opens up a world of exciting events. There are excursions, socials, and wellness and lifestyle events. CCRP offers 2 health insurance plans underwritten by Sagicor and an international health plan underwritten by Lloyd's of London. There's also the BCIC J&J Silver Shield plan for motor and property insurance exclusively for CCRP members. For more information or to join online, visit our website, ccrponline.org. On next Sunday's program, we'll mark International Reggae Day, which falls on Wednesday, July 1. Our special guest will be Mr. Wayne Chen, who, with Kevin O'Brien Chang, co-authored the book Reggae Roots, as in R-O-U-T-E-S, play on words, the story of Jamaican music. Tune in for our discussion and celebration of reggae music. And now, to the core of today's update. It's a warm welcome again. Always a pleasure to our very special lead guest today, Ms Sheri-Gaye Johnson, Public Relations Officer of Juici Patties. How you doing?
Hello, Jerry. I am doing wonderfully. How are you? Thank you for having me.
Grateful and happy to be with you. And, as we zeroing on Juici's Youth Leadership Workshop and Volunteer Program, we also hear from a former student of the program, Janelia Hemmings. Welcome, Janelia. 22nd year. The Youth Leadership Workshop and Volunteer Program is a free 5-day summer program that equips high school students with leadership, communication, teamwork, problem solving, and volunteerism skills while encouraging them to become positive agents of change within their communities. This year's program will be held from July 6 to 10 at the Veranda Juici Empowerment Park in Clarendon under the theme, To Lead is to Serve. And so, let's start off with Ms Sheri-Gaye. Tell me a little bit about how the Youth Leadership Workshop and Volunteer Program began.
All right. So what a lot of people do not know or may not know is that the Youth Leadership Workshop actually grew out of another one of Juici's longest running programs, and that is our Elderly Soup Feeding Program, which was also started by the Honorable Edith Chain in 2002. So it was during the visits to the infirmaries and homes for the ages that, with the team at the time, realized that there were certain needs that needed to be met that could not be addressed by the team by itself. So the turning point actually came when Mrs. Chin was preparing a report on the Elderly Soup Feeding Program, and she found herself cleaning the marks off the walls in a photograph that she was looking at. And she said to herself, why am I cleaning the marks off the wall in this photograph when it is the person's reality? And that simple moment is what led to a bigger idea. Why not engage the young people? Why not create a program and a space for them that would bring them together to volunteer with our seniors and to support them and to be mentored by them? And so that idea is what morphed into the Juici Patties Youth Leadership Workshop and Volunteer Program. But before sending our young people out to volunteer, she also recognized that they needed to be equipped with the skills that you would have mentioned in your description, the leadership, the communication, the teamwork skills. And so that is how volunteerism became aligned with leadership, so that these students could now not only volunteer, but
Yes.
lead and create and conceptualize projects of their very own.
Hmm. What are some of the key things that you hope that the students take away from the program? Because it's a comprehensive program, it could go in many ways, and different
Mhm.
students will, need different things. But there might be a toolkit of things that you hope all of them get touched by in a positive way.
I think one of the biggest lessons or one of the biggest takeaways that we want the students to take from this program is the fact that every single one of them is equipped with a talent, a strength, an experience, an ability, something of value to give to make this world, their space, a better space. We want them to leave this place and to leave the workshop saying to themselves, how can I use what I have, the talents and the gifts that I have been blessed with, to improve the world around me?
Very, very, very solid. Very, very solid. But why combine leadership with volunteerism? How crucial is it for leaders to volunteer or for volunteers to understand leadership through that process? It seems it will work both ways, right?
Of course. So I would have hinted at it earlier. We
Yes.
wanted to we wanted to combine leadership with volunteerism because we want to push and promote change makers, agents
Mm,
of change. So we don't only want volunteerism for our students to end with the workshop. We want them to be able to conceptualize and to put forth projects of their own, to identify needs and work with others to create positive change. The leadership skills that they will get from the program will provide them with the skills and the confidence that they need to turn great intentions into impactful actions.
mm, mm. Wow. And if you could pick maybe the top three things that are the success indicators, you have more than adequately told us, and we get it and we feel it. But if you boil it down a little more, what are some of the success factors that will pop in your mind as you see to say, aha, that's one indicator. Ah, maybe with different individuals, but you see them and it comes together beautifully.
I'm going to do you one even better. I'm going to give you one big success factor for us.
Oh my
And
gosh, that's
that is
awesome.
that is what they do after they leave the workshop.
Ah,
You see,
yes.
success for us isn't measured just by what they do during the workshop, but it's the work and what they do once they leave the workshop. Once they go and they identify the needs that their communities or their schools may have, and they decide to do something about it, whether it's helping an elderly, whether it's starting a project or a club in their school, that is when we will know that we have done our job or we have done the mandate that we've set out to do.
Hmm. I hear you. And the subtext there for me is that, success is not about performance per se. It's
Mhm.
about a change of being
Yes,
because you
ma'am.
can perform and get sticky, but who are you? Are you the same
Mm,
person performing in this?
that's
What
right.
happened? You haven't changed. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. And of course, Janelia, glad to see you back. Technology does its
Yes,
thing, but let no matter that way. We are
yes.
That's
here.
true.
We have a piece of work to do, and we do the work.
The songwriter said, "Ain't nobody going to break my stride. Ain't nobody going to slow me down."
Come true, come true. What are some of the main lessons that you took away from your own experience, your immersion in this, Janelia?
Okay, I will say one of the main things that I took from the experience is to do something with myself. It will probably sound silly, but to expound, every presenter that came and gave us their advice or told us what it is that they were going through, I sat down and I told myself I have not gone through, or I have not struggled even as quarter as they have, and they were able to be to persevere, and they were able to be resilient. And so I looked within myself and I said, if these people can push through and fight through whatever it is that they were going through to be able to make such an incredible impact in their society, in within their lives, like to be able to do that, and I should be able to sit with myself and say, I can give back to my community. I can make someone's life better. I can. I can.
Mhm. And tell us some tangible ways you converted that currency now into value. Because you have it and you know you're able, but don't know you're into a different space and getting on with your life. How have those acquired skills shown up for you?
Okay, so what I will say is that firstly, I decided that I'm going to come out of my comfort zone because
Mm,
I told myself coming out of the workshop that I wasn't going to allow anxiety to cripple me. So I decided to join the Mr. and Miss Law pageant because I'm now studying law at the University of the West Indies. And, when the applications opened up, I was really nervous. I kept telling myself, it's expensive. I'm probably not going to win. There's so many other capable people. But then, something that the workshop has just instilled in me, rather reinforced in me, is that it doesn't matter what you're thinking. You just have to try. You just have to go for it, because if you cannot succeed if you don't start.
mhm.
And that was the founder of Juici Party. His story really reminded me of that, because I remember he was saying that he was scared to start Juici Party because there was another party company at the time, and he just went for it. And I said, okay, Ms. Hemmings, just go for it. And I went for it, and I won many fast track competitions, and I ended up coming home with the crown. I am now the
Wow.
2026-2027 Miss Law. So
Woot, woot, woot,
I will
woot.
say that
Ooh.
coming from
Brilliant. Thank you.
coming from the
Congrats.
workshop, it just really has, oh, thank you, dear, thank you. It
Yeah.
just really enforced to just not allow anxiety to keep you down, but just to try. No matter what the experience is, you must come back with something.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You're both being brilliant. But do you have a final word for us, Ms Sheri-Gaye Johnson?
I absolutely do. So I wanted to say before we leave that we are in our 22nd year. We're celebrating 22 years of impact, 22 years of excellence and service. And so we want to hear from our alumni. Today we heard from an amazing young woman, and we want to hear from more amazing young people. The program are going for a long time in Nigeria. Some of our
Yes.
participants are nearing 40 years old. So we
Yeah.
want to hear what you have been doing, how you have used the skills that you have garnered from the program to impact the world, to impact your nation, and to help serve your community better. Once you are willing and ready to tell us, feel free to reach out to us. We are waiting just on you.
Mhm. And we out here just lay with it, just I mean, like as in lay water, as in hungering and thirsting for it. So we'll receive it. There is already an audience with an appetite, and so
Right.
we love to see that you'll respond to this call. Thank you both very much. But before we do that formally, just to remind you, is you're listening to the CCRP update, and in today's update, we turn the spotlight on another nation-building initiative by our partners, Juici Patties, the Youth Leadership Workshop and Volunteer Program. Deepest gratitude to our guest, Ms Sheri-Gaye Johnson, Public Relations Officer of Juici Patties, and former program beneficiary. Why I bust down the law and I push her go on with things? No, she's obeying the law, but she's gaining in law. Ms. Janelia Hemmings, thank you both very, very much.
Thank you for having us.
All right, it's a
Thank you
pleasure.
for having us.
Bless you. And as always, we close by inviting you and yours to draw closer to our community. No delay. Until next Sunday at 3 for all things CCRP. Visit us online at ccrponline.org. Like and follow all our socials, including our YouTube channel, where you can hear many of our previous programs in the update at CCRP Jamaica. The Caribbean Community of Retired Persons is a non-profit membership organization for persons 40 and over, retired or preparing for retirement. And this program is proudly brought to you by Juici Patties, always serving the land we love, from serving seriously good Jamaican food to empowering our communities. Juici is proud to nourish Jamaica in every way.